Okay, so we have the Woman's World Magazine, May 31st, 2021. I'm a little bit behind, but I think you all understand why that is. Um, Fill your week with smiles. Of course, May 31st was Memorial Day. We should remember the fallen. They have a beautiful red, white, and blue bouquet there. Riddle of the week, an open and shut case. I ask no questions, but require many answers. What am I? Think on that while we read on here. Sunday, May 30th was National Mint Julep Day. Glad we missed that. June 1st through June 30th is National Candy Month. That's right. Start Candy Month on a sweet note with an easy-to-make but impressive candy-topped cake. To make a Hugs and Kisses cake, bake your favorite chocolate or vanilla cake in 2 round pans. Let it cool and stack on a cake plate. Next, spread chocolate frosting between the layers on top of the cake on top and on the sides. To give your creation a bake shop beautiful touch, use a back of a spoon to make deep swirls in the frosting. Finish by pressing chocolate chips along the bottom edge of the cake and covering the top with Hershey's Hugs and Kisses. Did you know that Tuesday, June the 1st was National Go Barefoot Day? We're supposed to kick off your shoes. Spending time outside barefoot can help you look more radiant, says researchers at the University of California, Irvine. They found that enjoying the direct skin contact with the earth, a process known as the grounding, improves circulation and blood flow to the face for after 20 minutes, an effect that can enhance skin tissue, repair tightened skin, and reduce wrinkles. Within a few seconds of grounding, the body relaxes, explains study author Gallatin Chever, the PhD. By being more relaxed, the body's healing mechanisms, including regulation of skin, are activated. This allows the body to know what nutrients are needed to get the skin in top condition. To get with the perks, spend 20 minutes a day outside with your bare feet on the ground. Now on Saturday, June the 5th, it's National Trail Day, so take a hike. Today is the perfect day to hit the trails, and don't you have to go deep in nature to experience the feel-good benefits of hiking, say researchers in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health. In their study, even though subjects assumed a national hike would be more enjoyable, they experienced the same nature hike would be more enjoyable. They experienced the same drop in stress hormone, cortisol, and increase in positive feelings after walking on the trail in wilderness on a trail where man-made features like construction site parking lot were visible. The bottom line, any walk outdoors will be worth your time. Now, the only thing I lost on my diet was willpower. These two women are talking. It says, question, what do you pay to spend a day on the beach? The answer, sand dollars. Okay, we've got two scientists here, one looking at a microscope, one looking at a computer. Okay, now randomly alternate the vowels and constants, and we have a name for our new drug. Now, back to the riddle of the week. An open and shut case. Question, I have no questions, but I require many answers. What am I? Did you think on it? The answer is a doorbell. Okay, moving forward. Y'all know how I love these power of love stories, and it's right here in this book. These four-legged heroes give love and support to the veterans. To give wounded warrior veterans and first responders the physical and emotional support they need, Laura Barker has paired more than 100 trained service dogs with our country's heroes, helping them reclaim their lives one lick, pet, and cuddle at a time. And they show a picture of Laura Barker, the founder of Hero Pups. And they have a picture here of a lady with a dog, and it says, having her by my side, I feel safe and loved, says retired Army Master Sergeant Linda Alsop with her hero pup, Krista. We have Laura, second from the left, also places some of her hero pups like Patch, pictured with the police departments to provide comfort to the victims of crime and trauma. And we're going to start reading the story, and then we'll go on to read the pictures and the next thing here. Laura Barker made her way down the hall of the Portsmouth, Virginia Veterans Hospital, where her Marine son Nick was recovering from wounds he suffered in Afghanistan. But as she passed one room, Laura suddenly stopped. The soldier who had lost a leg and sustained head trauma was usually angry and agitated. But today he was all smiles thanks to licks and nuzzles from a visiting therapy dog. As a long-time volunteer trainer for search and rescue dogs, Laura knew how soothing an animal's presence could be. Yet she even knew how amazed it was just how life-changing that moment would soon become for her and dozens of other heroes. A new source of hope. A few months later, back home in Exeter, New Hampshire, a couple looking for a new pet came to check out a litter of Great Pyrenees puppies that Laura had bred. Spotting the, quote, Marine mom, end quote, decals on Laura's van, they told her we were both Marines too. They got to chatting, and when Laura told them about her son's injuries, the husband, Jake, shared his own battles with anxiety and PTSD. I can always tell when he's struggling. He taps a foot, his wife Megan added. Suddenly Laura's mind flashed back to the day in the VA hospital. Maybe I could train their new puppy to help Jake deal with his anxiety, she thought. The couple agreed to let her try, and after a few sessions, Laura had taught the pup to recognize that Jake's foot taps meant he needed a snuggle. As Jake would cuddle his furry pal, his body and mind instantly calmed. This is amazing, he marveled, and Laura agreed and knew instantly that she found her new calling. A new leash on life. After raising funds with her help of a state senator, Laura had created Hero Pups, a nonprofit to provide physically and emotionally wounded military and first responders with support dogs. She began searching animal shelters for rescue with drive smarts and an eagerness to serve. She also recruited trainers and volunteer puppy raisers to socialize the dogs. When Laura approached a corrections facility about starting a prisoner foster program, one of the first to sign up was Shasta Ann Pepper, who had been jailed several times for drugs. I've done so much harm to people, maybe I can try helping for a change, she told Laura. This program is changing more lives than I ever imagined, Laura thought. PTSD had sent Air Force veteran Laura Matthews Tanner down a dark path to binge drinking and agoraphobia. She completed a VA program but credits her hero pup, Gibbs, for giving her the strength and confidence to re-enter the world. With Gibbs by my side, I can go without trembling and fear, she says. 30 years in the Army left retired Master Sergeant Linda Alsop with a damaged back and ankle, but her hero pup Krista gets her up on her feet and moving. Together they walk almost 2 miles a day. Recently, Laura placed her 100th hero pup with a Vietnam vet, retired New Hampshire State Trooper Dave Duchamp. Idle hours of retirement had spawned too many horrific war memories, while the long-term effects of Agent Orange exposure left his legs numb from the knees down. Laura invited Dave into a room with 2 lab pup mix to choose from. Crossing the floor, Dave's legs gave out, and he opened his eyes to one of the pups licking his face. I think this one has chosen me, he laughed. I know we're going to take good care of each other and the rest of our lives. Recipients of the pups have told Laura that they can now tell their dogs things that they can't tell out loud to anyone else, and families thank her for giving them back their loved ones. Our wounded warriors and veterans have given us their best, and they deserve our very best in return, says Laura. We have matched heroes with heroes, and both ends of the leash gets a new leash on life. The author, Bill Holton. These dogs help the whole family heal. Tucker with the Vietnam veteran Dave Duchamp, his 100th hero pup to be placed. 3 ways to make a difference this Memorial Day. Say thanks to a soldier. Visit soldiersangel.org to express your gratitude to soldiers, veterans, and their families. Click Get Support, then Family Support, and Cards Plus Team to register to receive the names and addresses to send letters to thank you notes. Know a veteran, fill out the form to have cards sent to them on their birthdays or holidays. Grant a veteran's wish. Partner with Hope for Warriors organization to make wishes come true for the veterans' families. Go to hopeforwarriors.org, click the programs and services, then transition. Then Warriors Wish to make a donation, volunteer, or give back to those who have served. Walk for the Fallen. Walk a virtual race and raise money for Operation Gratitude, a nonprofit that helps military heroes by visiting virtualrunevents.com. Simply click Shop Races and type Memorial Day in the search box to sign up. Then download the free Charity Miles app to donate money for every mile that you walk nonprofits like the Wounded Warrior Project. Going forward. Okay, natural ways to feel great. Dr. Grundy's secrets to ending tiredness. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, but you're still feeling blah. Stephen Grundy, MD, explains why as we age, our cellular energy engines get tired. The reason you feel you don't have it in you is because you literally don't. He says in his new book, The Energy Paradox, Dr. Grundy reveals his all-day energy strategies. Savor a super seed. To keep tiredness at bay, Dr. Grundy recommends foods rich in prebiotic fiber. This spurs the creation of beneficial fats and generates energy in cells, boosting pep by 55% for 3 hours. His top pick, mild-tasting edible basil seeds, which have twice as much prebiotic fiber as chia seeds, which he likes in smoothies and puddings. It puts the chia pudding to shame, he raves. Find basil seeds in the Asian markets on the Amazon.com. Try a booster. Everyday environmental toxins like BPAs in the household plastic tinker with the DNA inside our cells, making us tired. Luckily, an antioxidant known as CoQ10 repairs the damage they cause. Plus, CoQ10 is crucial to cellular energy production. Dr. Grundy notes to try Life Excursion Super Ubiquinol CoQ10 with BioPQQ, lifeextension.com/ww. A blend that boosts energy by 38%. Talk to a doctor before supplementing. Soak up the sun. I recommend exposing your skin to the sun for almost an hour every day, Dr. Grundy says, ideally between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. It helps your body produce vitamin D, which is intimately connected with energy. I tell my patients that they should think of the sunlight as one of the most inexpensive and effective supplements out there. Just 20 minutes of sun daily ups your stamina by 25%, report the British scientists, by triggering a chain reaction that fires up your cellular energy. Breathe before meals. Taking a few deep breaths before eating reins in the production of stress hormone cortisol, which allows the cells to convert 18% more food into energy. Dr. Grundy's favorite technique is breathe in through your nose and for a count of 3, then out through your mouth with pursed lips, like blowing out a candle for the count of 6. Repeat till your breathing feels deep and relaxes your chest. He's got a recipe here for super seed yogurt pudding, but I'm not going to read it. They have a radical health tip, which I don't feel like reading that either, but pick up the magazine. It's well worth a read. Okay, now we got easy keys to heart smart. New research reveals that you can keep your heart strong without hitting the gym, thanks to a simple few tricks that work just as well as exercise. Swap your salts. Now, trading table salt for potassium-enriched sea salt cuts your heart risk disease by 41%. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found. Opt for around 30% potassium. Check the label. It tastes like table salt, says Harvard researchers, and cuts your sodium intake by nearly a third. Your proof? A George Institute for Global Health study found that switching by 70% sodium to 30% potassium blend for 3 months lowers your systolic blood pressure as well as your hypertension med. One to try is the Aroma Song Low Sodium Sea Salt at Amazon.com. Spoon Up Foyo. Now, boosting the good guy bacteria in your gut reduces the odds of developing cardiovascular disease by 30%. Harvard scientists report that one delicious option is frozen yogurt, which is packed with probiotics that help block plaque buildup in the arteries, according to the study in the American Journal of Hypertension. What's more, plant-based froyo is cultured the same way as dairy yogurt, so it provides identical gut health benefits. The tip? Top with sprinkled chocolate chips. A recent review in the European Journal of Prevention Cardiology found that enjoying chocolate, dark or milk, more than once a week keeps that blood vessel flexible and curbs the risk of coronary artery disease. Try Nature's Heart Pill. Now, you may have heard about taking glucosamine for knee pain, but it's even better for your heart. West Virginia University scientists say the anti-inflammatory compound tamps down levels of C-creative protein, a marker of inflammation linked to the heart disease, by 23%. Now, the payoff? Well, folks who took it for a year slashed their risk of heart disease by 65%. That's the same result you get from regular exercise. The author, K.E. Klusenik. 5 minutes to all-day blood sugar control. Swing your arms. No need for strenuous workout, British scientists say. Moving your arms for 5 minutes every half hour heightens your blood sugar control by 55% in a week. Moving even in a small muscle activates genes that enhance your body's ability to burn glucose for the fuel. Keeping your blood sugar steady doesn't just help prevent and even reverse type 2 diabetes. It also boosts your stamina, focus, and happiness by 80%. What's even more, it's been shown to reduce the risk of COVID-19 complications by 61%. Thankfully, it only takes a few minutes a day for long-lasting results. Now, rub your hands. Massaging your hands and fingers for 1 minute before each meal, using firm pressure, small circular motions, cuts the risk of daily blood sugar swings by 30%, British scientists say. Stimulating pressure-sensitive nerves in your hands relaxes the open arteries, helping the blood glucose more quickly reach the cells that it needs. More good news. Hand massages prompt the release of dopamine, the hormone that boosts focus, for up to 90 minutes per squeeze. Crunch on this nut. Nibbling on 1/3 cup of walnuts daily lessens the odds of blood sugar troubles, including type 2 diabetes for folks who are pre-diabetic, by as much as 68%, a UCLA study shows, explains endocrinologist John Hackamy, MD. Walnuts brim with nutrients like vitamin E and oleic acid that helps the muscle cells soak up and burn blood glucose for fuel. Drizzle some oil. Now, a teaspoon of flaxseed oil has 2,000 milligrams of alpha-lipoic acid. It's a plant fat that helps the pancreas release insulin, plus encourages cells to use sugar-controlling hormone. No wonder Canadian scientists say adding up to 1 to 2 teaspoons of flax oil to your daily diet improves your blood sugar control by 50%. Now, cover your eyes. Donning a sleep mask for sound slumber boosts all-day blood sugar control by 45%. Reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes by 33%. A study in the Diabetes Care found endocrinologist Fran Coletti, MD, says when you're well rested, you produce less cortisol, a stress hormone that damages insulin-producing cells. Brenda Kearns. Okay, next page. More natural health news. Bye-bye aches and hello sleep. Tip: Japanese scientists say a relaxing warm shower stimulates sleep-deepening theta brainwaves, cutting overnight wake-ups by 75%. Getting a good night's sleep not only makes you feel happy, it also speeds tissue healing, reducing your risk of aches by 70%. Cornell scientists say, and if you're not getting enough Z's because you're sore, try this. You have back pain? Well, make a fist. Wish you could make your tense back muscles just relax? You can with a trick called progressive muscle relaxation. Just tightening and relaxing muscles for 10 minutes before bed cuts back pain and restless sleep by 70%. UCLA scientists say that by easing muscle spasms to do, inhale while tensing your feet, then exhale as you relax. Repeat with each muscle group working up toward your head. You have stiff knees? Well, give them a lift. For relief from knee pain, lay on your back, lift your knees in the air, and gently massage your legs, starting at your calves, moving toward your knees, toward your thighs for 2 minutes. Canadian scientists say elevation paired with a quick rub flushes trapped fluids out of the tender knees, reducing stiffness by up to 60%. The result, you'll drift off to 30 minutes sooner. You have a headache? Most of the time. Savor a lemony sip. Now, Duke University researchers say a PM dose of magnesium cuts the headache risk by 75%, plus tames right now head pain so you can drift off to 60% faster. Neurologist John Chen, MD, explains that the magnesium calms the nerves and acts as an anti-inflammatory. Try mixing a scoop of magnesium powder, Natural Vitality Calm, naturalvitality.com, into hot water. It tastes like lemon tea. Are you sore all over? Well, put an ice pack here. For a blissful relief, lie down with an ice pack between your shoulder blades. It'll cut all over aches by 62% and have your daily pains. If you do it nightly, a study in International Journal of Rheumatic Disease found that Robin Miller, MD, says that chilling this spot raises pain threshold and calms sensitive pain nerves. The author, Brenda Kearns. Sweet relief. Juicy strawberries brim with phytophenols that boost the production of calming serotonin, plus they ease painful inflammation. No wonder New Zealand scientists say that 1 cup daily provides as much pain relief as aspirin, halving your risk of restless sleep. Cooking leftovers makes you gorgeous, says Stay Young with Woman's World. Water used to boil foods is packed with nutrients that reverse beauty bothers. Rice water heals hands. Rice's starchy water is full of inositol, a compound that attracts and locks moisture into parched hands. Plus, vitamin E repairs cracked skin and speeds healing. Simply pour the warm water into a small bowl and soak your hands for 15 minutes. Spud water fades spots. Now, the vitamin C-packed water, boiled potatoes, inhibits enzymes responsible for the excess pigment production and speeds cell turnover to brighten dark spots. Dip a cotton ball into the water and dab on spots and let it dry. Store leftovers in the fridge for 7 days. Corn water regrows your hair. Now, thanks to circulation boost and vitamin B12, corn's leftover water delivers nutrient blood and oxygen to hair follicles to stimulate new hair growth, Pour a cup of cooled boiled corn water over damped hair and let it sit for 10 minutes, and then you want to rinse it out. Oh, they have some really nice ideas here. I'm just going to give you a once over. You're going to pick up the book and read it yourself because it's getting late in the night for this old woman, and we've got lots of pages to cover. So that says natural cures for summer bothers. To fight your foot odor with hand sanitizer. And it says to halt poison ivy rash with dish soap. And ward off sunburns by munching on grapes. Dodge the dehydration by sleeping in. Banish bug bites with catnip. And to read more about that, pick up this amazing book, which you will want to do, I guarantee you. I really don't know why I marked that, so we're going to unmark it. Okay, here we go. Ask America's Ultimate Experts. Help, I need a break. It has been a year. Thankfully, our experts promise it's easy to give yourself the same compassion you show others so you can rest, reset, and revive. Yes to self-care. Just a minute. When psychologist Susan Pollock found herself caretaking for her husband, she felt exhausted and was surprised to hear how some folks reacted to the idea of self-care. Women in a similar position were saying that it sounded indulgent and they didn't have 3 minutes to sit and still. She reveals, that's when I came up with the idea of microdosing, or taking small breaks. One such mini respite Pollock recommends is a gratitude body scan. Start with your feet and thank them for holding you up. Move to your knees, lower back, and so on. This brings awareness to how your body releases stress so you can start to slow down, even if it's just for a minute. Whatever works. There's no one-size-fits-all way to reset, and knowing that will help you experiment. I'm personally served by the structure, says expert Shannon Salzberg. If I set out to take breaks for the next 10 days, for example, I will. But if I don't have a specific time limit, it's hard to get started. I know that others are served by the accountable partners. If that's you, she urges having fun by texting a friend an emoji with closed eyes after a nap. This says I did it and encourages you to try a new type of R&R. Breeze through the mail. Now, research shows we tend to hold our breath when we read our email, reveals Salzberg, a stress response called screen apnea. But it's easy to flip the script. Every time you're on email, that's your automatic cue to breathe deeply, she says. Just exhale longer than you inhale. A meditation is a way of mentally changing that channel, not by trying to make your mind go blank. In other words, taking a few deep breaths in between hitting the send will help send stress packing. Set loving rules. Now feel it in your body. Creating boundaries begin by listening to your body, says Salzberg. I have a friend who could never say no to demands on her time, so she visualized a situation where she wanted to say no to learn what was happening to her physically. The tightness in her chest, the panic rushing in. When she felt this way, it was a signal to say, let me get back to you. Just listening to your body is like an emotional feedback system that lets you help gauge when to step back. Call it a Sabbath. The Sabbath is sacred, and so is your time, which makes it the perfect metaphor for self-compassion. God is goodness and kindness, and self-care Sabbath is a way for you to foster this love in a spiritual part of you, says expert Nicole Eunice. Restful breaks that refresh your soul don't necessarily look like self-care. Expand your vision of what creates loving energy. Just lying in the grass, looking up at the sky, can be a spiritual practice. The presence of beauty is a balm that we should never underestimate. You're in charge. The boundaries you create offer your freedom to give from your heart, not out of obligation, says Eunice. Say you had a self-care day planned, but a friend calls to talk. Instead of feeling resentment, you can make a conscious choice to break your own rule to be there for her. In other words, it's a fallacy that boundaries are all about constraints. They give you choices about how to spend your time to serve yourself as well as others. The expert panel is Susan Pollock, the EDD, author of Self-Compassion for Parents, is a clinical psychologist who has taught mindfulness at Harvard Medical School for over 20 years. Sharon Salzberg, the author of Real Change, Mindfulness to Heal Ourselves and the World, is one of the world's leading mindfulness and meditation teachers. Nicole Eunice, the author of A Miracle Moment, How Tough Conversations Can Actually Transform Your Most Important Relationships, a coach and communicator. Moving forward. Okay. They have some really interesting recipes that I want you to, I'm going to read this one recipe, but I don't know if I'm going to read the other one to you. This is an easy treat. It's called, to brighten up the day, spread a little sunshine with these chocolate wonders filled and topped with maraschino cherries. There we go. Cherry cola cupcakes. 3 ingredient cupcakes. 2 10-ounce jars of maraschino cherries with stems. 1 15.25-ounce package of Devil Food cake mix. 1 12-ounce can of cherry cola. 1 1/2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. 3/4 cup of heavy cream. 1 1/2 cup of butter at room temperature. 3 cups of confectioner sugar. 3 tablespoons of milk. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And this is a 3-step recipe, so it's easy as 1, 2, 3. First, heat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Line a 24 muffin cup with cupcake liners. Drain the cherries, pat dry with paper towel. Reserved with 24 stems. Discard the stems from the remaining cherries and mince. On low speed, beat your cake mix and cola until blended, which takes 30 seconds. On medium speed, beat 2 minutes, stir in the minced cherries. Divide batter evenly among liners. Bake until toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean, which takes 15 to 17 minutes. Let cool for 10 minutes, transfer from the pans to the racks, and let it cool completely. Now your second step. In a microwave-safe bowl, combine the chocolate chips and heavy cream, microwave for 15-second intervals, stirring until melted, and let it cool, then reserve. Your final step. On the medium-low speed, beat butter until fluffy, which takes 2 minutes. On low speed, gradually beat in the confectioner sugar, then milk and vanilla until combined. On medium-high speed, beat until frosting is fluffy, which takes 2 minutes. Spread frosting over the cupcakes, dividing evenly topped cupcakes with chocolate ganache and reserved cherries. Your servings is 24 people. Active time 1 hour, total time 2 hours and 30 minutes. Which is not bad at all. Okay. They have some really more. They have some wonderful recipes on the So Easy and Delicious. The double berry shortcake is one that I wanted to read to you, but it's late. I want to make good time, and we've got half a book left to go. So, oh, what the heck. We'll read it and keep on going. Double berry shortcakes. Nothing beats homemade biscuits paired with fresh fruit. 1 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. 1 tablespoon plus a half teaspoon of sugar. 1 1/2 teaspoon baking powder. 1/4 teaspoon baking soda. 1/4 teaspoon salt. 5 tablespoons cold butter cut into cubes. 1/2 cup of buttermilk. 1 egg lightly beaten. 1 1/2 cups thawed frozen whipped topping. 2 cups of mixed blueberries and sliced strawberries. Heat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Line your baking sheet with parchment paper. Mix flour, 1 tablespoon sugar, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Cut in butter until coarse crumbs form. Stir in your buttermilk until the dough forms. Now on a lightly floured surface, gently knead the dough until it's smooth. Pat to 3/4 inch thickness. Using a 2.5 inch round cutter, cut out 6 biscuits. Place 2 inches apart on a baking sheet. Brush your tops with some egg. Sprinkle with remaining 1/2 teaspoon sugar. Bake until golden. 10 to 15 minutes. Cool, split, fill and top with a whipped topping and berries. If desired, garnish with mint. It serves 6 people. Active time 35 minutes. Your total time 1 hour and 50 minutes. Your calories 308. Your protein 5 grams. Fat 15 grams, 10 grams saturated. Cholesterol 59 milligrams. Carbs 38 grams. Sodium 397 milligrams. Fiber 2 grams and sugar 11 grams. But it looks so good, I had to share it with you. Okay, organize your home. Easy ways to get ready for the outdoor fun. Now, our pro tips will turn your yard or patio into a relaxing haven fast, no scrubbing required. Renew plastic chairs with shaving cream. Now, I like hearing this. This is great. To restore plastic lawn chairs to their former glory. Just foam on the shaving cream, rub it in, and leave for 10 minutes, says Joey Green, author of Fix It Magic. Shaving cream is really just condensed soap, he reveals. It loosens tough stains and wipes away more easily than commercial cleaners. But it's non-abrasive and won't harm the surface, whether those outdoor chairs or your grandkids' plastic playhouse. Clean a grill with an onion. Now, you love biting into a juicy burger fresh off the grill, but cleaning up afterward, not so much. To lift grime fast, simply spear a halved onion with a metal fork, pour a bit of cooking oil on the cut side, and use it to scrub the still warm grate. Onions contain allicin, which is a natural antimicrobial, as well as other enzymes that banish stubborn gunk, while the cooking oil offers a layer of non-stick protection for the next time that you grill. Prep your patio umbrella with a tea tree oil solution. Now, to easily lift the mildew from your patio umbrella, combine 1 gallon of water, 1 cup of white vinegar, and 20 drops of tea oil in a bucket, and use a sponge to wipe down the umbrella with the solution. The white vinegar and tea tree oil attack the mildew that builds up in the umbrella folds, and after a few minutes, simply hose it down and let it dry completely. Polish wood furniture fast with an olive oil moisturizer. Harsh conditions may have faded your wooden patio furniture, but you don't need to buy pricey polish. Just apply a bit of olive oil to the surface and leave for 10 minutes, then buff with a cloth, says Leslie Reichert, the author of Joy of Cleaning. The oil moisturizes and protects the wood from damaging elements like rains and sun. The bonus, the fatty acids in olive oil, minimizes small nicks on woods, and apply onto the scratch. Let it sit for 24 hours and then wipe. Revive outdoor cushions with a white vinegar spritz. You happily break out your outdoor cushions, but in the middle of the pretty patterns you spot mold stains. The fix, white vinegar. It destroys mold, says Reichert. In fact, studies show that vinegar is even more effective than bleach because it knocks out the surface spores, preventing mold from growing back. Pour a bit of the undiluted white vinegar into a spray bottle and spritz the affected area. Leave for an hour, then wipe with a damp sponge. Okay, they have a cute cartoon here. This survey is asking if you're happy being on our no-call list, and the woman's trying to sleep in bed. Okay. We're going to skip that this week. Circle of Kindness. I'm going to skip that this week. I hope you pick this book up. I hope you read these things that I'm skipping because they're so wonderful. I wish I could share it with you, but it is getting late. Instant awe. Take a moment to leash your worries behind. Lose yourself in loveliness. America without her soldiers would be like God without his angels. Claudia Pemberton. A moment for you. What a difference a new day can make. A new day shifts us past the past and whisks us closer to a beautiful future. A new day helps us heal yesterday's hurts and restores hope. A new day brings a fresh start and a new chance to dream and do and believe in the incredible power of you. Okay, we're going to skip that. I know I'm skipping a lot this week, but I will read your horoscope because I know how much you all look forward to that. For the week of Sunday, May 30th to Saturday, June 5th, by Marissa Brown. If you're a Gemini, May 21st through June 20th, from the 2nd on, you're going to find it productive to work with friends on money-making issues. Their insight can help you pinpoint a new path. On the 5th, you may feel misunderstood. Take a step back until clarity prevails. Your lucky days, May 30th, 31st, and June 2nd. Your lucky numbers, 2, 9, and 11. If you're a Cancer, that's June 21st through July 22nd. You'll be feeling incredibly creative on the 31st. Share your ideas with loved ones, and from the 1st on, enjoying your favorite, most pleasurable pastimes, thinking like honoring family traditions, can make for sweet memories. Your lucky days, June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Your lucky numbers, 2, 9, and 18. If you're a sexy Leo, like I am, August 3rd, Leo is July 23rd through August 22nd, a deep heart-to-heart with a loved one is just what the doctor ordered on the 30th. You'll feel as though you've never been closer. Come the 3rd, taking more solo time to care for yourself can be truly rejuvenating. Dive in. Your lucky days, June 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Your lucky numbers, 8, 12, and 18. Virgo, which is August 23rd through September 22nd. Collaborate with a co-worker on a project close to your heart. On the 2nd, teamwork can lead to a win. On the 4th, take that leap that you've been thinking of. You'll be exhilarated as you are at peace with the experience. Your lucky days, May 31st, June 3rd, and 5th. Your lucky numbers, 6, 11, and 18. If you're a Libra, September 23rd through October 22nd, you may be asked to step into a leadership position on the 30th. Success and applause will be yours. And if you've been trying to get ahead on a project, it's time to check it off your list on the 3rd. Believe in yourself. You're going to soar. Lucky days, May 30th, 31st, and June 3rd. Your lucky numbers, 5, 7, and 10. If you're a Scorpio, October 23rd through November 21st, give in to your artistic impulses on the 31st. Sharing the experience with loved ones can bolster bonds. From the 1st on, take steps to hone your skill set. Soaking up knowledge can now help you hit personal goals or professional goals. Your lucky days are the 31st of May, June 2nd, June 3rd. Lucky numbers, 6, 9, and 14. Sagittarius, November 22nd through December 21st. You'll be invested in getting to the root of how loved ones feel on the 2nd on. Doing so can help you strengthen your connections. And on the 3rd, reveling in family tradition can prove especially heartwarming. Go for it. Your lucky days are June 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Your lucky numbers are 4, 8, and 17. If you're a Capricorn, December 22nd through January 19th, it's time to bolster your money-making plan on the 3rd. Your confidence can be game changer now. Come the 5th, enjoying time with loved ones happens spontaneously and feels even more satisfying than usual. Your lucky days are June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Your lucky numbers are 2, 7, and 16. Aquarius, which is January 20th through February 18. Get creative when it comes to the side hustle on the 31st. Tune into your gut to a reach promising outcome. Then trade notes with friends about your wellness approach on the 4th. You'll feel even more centered and supported. Your lucky days are May 31st, June, and 4th. Your lucky numbers are 2, 6, and 15. If you're a Pisces, that's February 19th through March 20th. Express what's in your heart from the 2nd on. Pouring emotions into an artistic outlet can prove enlivening. Then enjoy time with loved ones on the 5th. Harmonious moments like these can benefit your mind and heart. Your lucky days, June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Your lucky numbers, 3, 4, and 5. If you're an Aries, March 21st through April 19th, from the 31st on, you're going to find it easier to share sweet experiences with friends, and this can do wonders for your well-being. On the 1st, you're going to feel amplified imagination with making brainstorming future plans and productive. Your lucky days, May 30th, 31st, June 4th. Your lucky numbers, 1, 4, and 12. If you're a Taurus, April 20th through May 20th, you'll find your schedule is packed with social commitments from the 30th on. Dive in. It'll make for a fun, entertaining time. On the 4th, trust your intuition. When it comes to money making, you'll know exactly what direction to go in. Your lucky days, June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Your lucky numbers, 2, 3, and 12. You were born with that joy gene because you deserve good things. The ability to open your heart to the beauty and goodness all around you is to receive life's unlimited blessings and to find reasons to celebrate and give thanks, to see every silver lining, to experience miracles, big and small. You've got all that, the capacity for happy. There's a wonderful story here that I wish I had time for you to experience, but I want you to read it for yourself. It's called Teen Hero, proof that it only takes one person to make a difference. And I hope that you pick up this magazine and read that beautiful story. Love and Laughter. They've got some great pictures here that I will share with you. It is the final page in the book. You're the Zest. Meredith, 9 months, submitted by great Aunt Mary Ledger L. from Los Angeles. She's a beautiful little baby girl. Looks like she's got lemons on her little bonnet, and she's just having a bunch of fun out there in the, it looks like maybe lemons that she's sitting in. I don't know exactly. Handsome little fella here. He's holding a sunflower in a field of sunflowers. It says, I pick you. Cray is 22 months, submitted by Mother Kristen Robinette from Indiana. And we've got a banana, it looks like a tomato, and a carrot. You have to pick a side, a fruit or a vegetable, they're telling the tomato. Just be a minute, my husband must be nearby. The sofa is still warm. She's telling somebody on the cell phone. Beachy Keen, Kalaya is 20 months, submitted by Mother Courtney from Chipman, Florida. It looks like little Kalaya is standing in the middle of the beach, and it's just adorable. And we have a quote here: "Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant." Robert Louis Stevenson. We've got a beautiful little puppy here. It says Salty Dog, submitted by Kathy Buchanan from New Jersey. And a handsome Isaac here, who is 2 years old. Feeling Spectacular, submitted by Grandmother DeVary Hall from Washington. Just precious. And you won't want to miss the May 31st, 2021 issue of Woman's World. I have not got the new Woman's World magazine yet, but when I do, I will try to make it quick and go through the whole book with you just like we did tonight, and I hope to share more points of light with you. Hopefully we'll have more time next time. I feel really rushed. If you haven't noticed, I'm talking really fast, but I wanted to finish all this up tonight because why book drop-off is tomorrow for my work mom, Deb, and I know she looks forward to these magazines, so it's always a pleasant time. Thank you for joining me for all the magazines and all the updates I've given you tonight. I hope that you're doing well. You're keeping your social distance, washing your hands when you can't. You're using your hand sanitizer when you have to. Wear your mask. And if you haven't got the shot, what are you waiting for? Go get shot. And I love each and every one of you. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay well. Till next time, God bless.